Yo, what is up everybody? It's your boy, back at it again with a brand new video. And let me tell you, this one is massive. We're talking about Australia, the land of kangaroos, koalas, and some of the most incredible landscapes on the planet. I'm talking beaches that stretch as far as the eye can see, deserts that'll make you feel like you're on Mars, and cities that never sleep. We're diving headfirst into the ultimate Aussie adventure, hitting up all the iconic spots and maybe even a few hidden gems along the way. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let's get this show on the road. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring the land down under Australia. From stunning beaches to breathtaking outback adventures, Australia has it all. So grab your passport and let's dive into the top must-visit places in Australia. All right, first up, we're hitting up Sydney, and let me tell you, this city is the real deal. You're smacked in the face with the sight of the Sydney Opera House. Those iconic white sails glistening in the sun, practically begging you to take a million photos. Right next door, you've got the Harbour Bridge, this massive steel giant just daring you to climb it. The view from up there, it's the kind of thing that makes you realize how small you are. Bondi Beach is where it's at. Golden sand, turquoise water, surfers catching waves like it's nothing. But Sydney's not just about the big ticket items. You gotta get lost in the city's veins, wander through the laneways, discover hidden cafes tucked away in basements. And speaking of heart and soul, let's talk food. Sydney's food scene is off the hook. Sydney, you were a blast. Until next time, mate. Alright guys, buckle up because we're about to dive into another world, literally. We're talking about the Great Barrier Reef, one of the most mind-blowing natural wonders on this planet. Imagine this. Crystal clear water, sunlight dancing on the surface, and beneath you, a kaleidoscope of colors explodes. Coral reefs in every shade imaginable, fish swimming in synchronized patterns, sea turtles gliding through the water like they own the place. It's like stepping into a scene from Finding Nemo, only a million times more vibrant, more alive. Now I'm not gonna lie, the first time I went snorkeling on the Great Barrier Reef, I was blown away. It's one thing to see it in pictures, but to actually be there, surrounded by this underwater paradise, it's a whole other level of awesome. You're swimming alongside creatures you never even knew existed, witnessing the delicate balance of this ecosystem firsthand. It's humbling, it's inspiring, it's a serious reality check. But here's the thing, this incredible place is under threat. Climate change, pollution, all that stuff we hear about, it's real and it's impacting the reef. So, if you're planning a trip to the Great Barrier Reef, and you should, make sure you choose tour operators who are committed to sustainable practices. We gotta protect this natural wonder for future generations, you know what I'm saying? Now I know what you're thinking. Casey, this all sounds amazing, but I'm not a strong swimmer. Don't sweat it. There are plenty of ways to experience the reef, even if you're not a certified scuba diver. You can go on a glass-bottom boat tour, try snorkeling in shallower areas, or even check out some of the underwater observatories. Trust me, no matter how you choose to experience it, the Great Barrier Reef is something you'll never forget. The Great Barrier Reef is more than just a tourist destination. It's a reminder of the incredible beauty and diversity of our planet, and the importance of protecting it. Alright, pack your bags, we're heading south to Melbourne, the cultural capital of Australia. And let me tell you, this city is a whole different vibe. Forget the beaches and the sunshine. Melbourne is all about cool cafes, hidden laneways, and a street art scene that'll blow your mind. First things first, we gotta talk about the coffee. Melbourne is famous for its coffee culture, and for good reason. These guys take their coffee seriously, and I'm talking next-level brewing methods. Single origin beans, the whole 9 yards. Whether you're a coffee connoisseur or just need a caffeine fix, Melbourne's got you covered. But coffee's just the beginning. Melbourne is a city best explored on foot. Get lost in the labyrinthine laneways, where you'll discover hidden bars, vintage boutiques, and street art that'll stop you in your tracks. Seriously, the street art here is like nothing you've ever seen before. Massive murals, intricate stencils, political statements, quirky characters. It's a constantly evolving outdoor gallery. And if you're into sports, Melbourne is the place to be. Catch a game of Aussie rules football at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, one of the most iconic sporting arenas in the world. The atmosphere is electric, the crowd is passionate, and even if you don't understand the rules, you're guaranteed a good time. But Melbourne's not all hustle and bustle. Head to the Royal Botanic Gardens for a dose of tranquility, stroll through the lush greenery, admire the colorful blooms, and escape the city noise for a while. Melbourne, you were a breath of fresh air. Until next time, mate. Alright guys, get ready for a serious dose of awe-inspiring natural wonder, because we're heading to the heart of Australia to a place called Uluru. Now, Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock, is more than just a giant rock in the middle of the outback. It's a sacred site for the Anangu people, the traditional owners of the land, and it's steeped in history, spirituality, and raw natural beauty. Imagine this, you're driving through the outback, red dirt stretching out in every direction, the sun beating down, and then bam! This massive sandstone monolith rises up from the desert, glowing red in the sunlight. It's like something out of a movie, only more impressive, more imposing, more awe-inspiring. Now you can't go to Uluru and not experience sunrise or sunset. Trust me, it's a religious experience even if you're not religious. As the sun dips below the horizon, the rock seems to change color before your eyes, from fiery orange to deep red to a dusky purple. It's like the earth itself is putting on a show, and you're front and center. But Uluru is not just about the views, it's a reminder of the power of nature, the depth of human history, and the importance of respecting different cultures. Alright guys, pack your swimsuits and grab your sunglasses because we're heading to paradise. I'm talking about the Whitsunday Islands, a collection of 74 tropical islands off the coast of Queensland, where the water is crystal clear, the sand is whiter than white, and the only thing on the agenda is pure, unadulterated relaxation. Imagine this. You're sailing through turquoise water, a gentle breeze in your hair, the sun warming your skin. You drop anchor in a secluded cove surrounded by lush green islands and dive into the water. Beneath you, a kaleidoscope of coral reefs and colorful fish awaits. Welcome to the Whitsundays. Now the Whitsundays are all about that island life. We're talking pristine beaches, swaying palm trees, hammocks strung between trees, cocktails with little umbrellas in them. It's the kind of place where you can lose track of time, where the stresses of everyday life melt away, where the only thing that matters is the sound of the waves and the feel of the sand between your toes. And speaking of sand, you can't come to the Whitsundays and not visit Whitehaven Beach. This place is legendary. We're talking the whitest sand you've ever seen, stretching for miles along the coastline, meeting the turquoise water in a perfect Instagram-worthy line. It's like something out of a dream, and you'll pinch yourself to make sure it's real. The Whitsundays, you were everything I dreamed of and more. Until next time, mate. Alright guys, get ready to trade in your swim trunks for hiking boots because we're heading south, way south, to the island of Tasmania. Now Tasmania is a different beast altogether. Forget the beaches and the sunshine. Tasmania is all about rugged wilderness, dramatic coastlines, and a sense of adventure that'll get your heart pumping. Imagine this. You're hiking through ancient rainforests, towering trees all around you, sunlight filtering through the canopy. You emerge onto a cliff top, overlooking the wild, untamed ocean, waves crashing against the rocks below. The air is fresh, the silence is deafening, and you feel a million miles away from civilization. Welcome to Tasmania. Now Tasmania is a nature lover's paradise. We're talking national parks, mountains, lakes, waterfalls, you name it, Tasmania's got it. Head to Cradle Mountain Lake St. Clair National Park for some of the most breathtaking scenery in Australia. Hike to the summit of Cradle Mountain, marvel at the beauty of Dove Lake, and keep an eye out for wombats, echidnas, and Tasmanian devils along the way. And if you're into history, Tasmania's got plenty of that too. Visit Port Arthur, a former convict settlement with a dark and fascinating past. Explore the ruins, learn about the lives of the convicts, and feel a shiver run down your spine as you imagine what life was like all those years ago. But Tasmania is not just about wilderness and history. The island is also home to some charming towns and cities. Hobart, the capital, is a vibrant hub with a thriving arts and culture scene. Tasmania, you were a wild ride. Until next time, mate. Alright guys, get ready to catch some waves and let loose because we're heading to the Gold Coast, Australia's playground. Imagine this. Endless stretches of golden beaches, surfers carving up the waves, theme parks that'll make you feel like a kid again, and a nightlife that's always buzzing. Welcome to the Gold Coast. Now the Gold Coast is all about that beach life. We're talking surfers, paradise, Broad Beach, Burleigh-Heads, the list goes on. Whether you're a seasoned surfer or just want to soak up the sun, the Gold Coast has a beach for you. Rent a surfboard, learn to surf, or just chill out on the sand and watch the pros do their thing. But the Gold Coast is more than just beaches. Head inland a bit, and you'll discover a whole other world of rainforests, waterfalls, and hiking trails. Visit Lamington National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage-listed rainforest with stunning waterfalls, ancient trees, and a network of hiking trails that'll take you to some truly breathtaking spots. And if you're traveling with kids, the Gold Coast is a dream come true. We're talking theme parks galore. Visit Dreamworld for thrilling roller coasters and wildlife encounters, head to Warner Brothers Movie World for a day of movie magic, or cool off at Wet n Wild, one of the biggest water parks in Australia. But the fun doesn't stop when the sun goes down. The Gold Coast is famous for its vibrant nightlife with something for everyone. Gold Coast, you were a blast. Until next time, mate. And there you have it, folks. Australia, you were everything I ever dreamed of and more. From the iconic Sydney Opera House to the breathtaking Great Barrier Reef, from the rugged wilderness of Tasmania to the golden beaches of the Gold Coast, this country has it all. I've climbed mountains, surfed waves, explored rainforests, and made memories that will last a lifetime. Australia, you've stolen a piece of my heart, and I can't wait to come back and explore more of your incredible landscapes and meet more of your amazing people. Until next time, keep it real, keep it adventurous, and I'll see you in the next video. So there you have it, Australia's best travel destinations. From iconic landmarks